C has been completed. I should draw your attention to the fact that there was only 3 seeds by quarter-final stage, 2 in the bottom half of the draw, including the number 2 seed and the defending champion, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting.
Let's welcome the players. Men's singles quarterfinals, Kunlavut Vitidsarn, Thailand.
Well, he last week became the first man in 2023 to win 2 World Tour titles in the calendar year, Kunlavut Vitidsarn. But what an occasion for this young man, Christo Popov, because he is playing in his very first Super 750 tournament. And here he is in the quarter-final stage. That in itself is quite remarkable. And of course, Popov in the World Junior Championship final, when he lost to his opponent of today, in reaching the World Junior Championship final, became only the 2nd European ever to reach the men's singles final at the World Junior Championships. The first man to do so was a certain Victor Axelsen, who is currently the reigning world and Olympic champion. So this will be just a second meeting. The only previous was that final of the World Junior Championship. So it's the first meeting in senior badminton. So Kunlavut Vitidsarn won the toss of the coin and has chosen ends. And he was very quick to say he wanted ends, and I think that's very sensible indeed. He only turned 22 last month, Vitidsarn, born in Chonburi, just outside Bangkok. Went up 2 places on the world ranking after winning the Thailand Open Super 500 event last week. That's his career high, so it's his very first week at number 3 in the world. And it's his first appearance here at the Singapore Open. He was due to play last year, but he withdrew from the event. But look at his matches so far, both of them 3 games. Wang Suwei of Chinese Taipei actually had to save a match point in that deciding game before winning on his 7th match point opportunity, 28-26. En Si Yong from Malaysia in the 2nd round. So if you add up his total time on court, 2 hours and 14 minutes. Whereas his opponent, Christo Popov, born in Sofia, the capital of Bulgaria, now lives in Fos-sur-Mer in southern France, became the national champion in 2020, aged just 17. He too is making his first appearance here, though it's possible he could have played last year, even though I've said this is his first 750 event, because this is the first year that the Singapore Open has been upgraded to a 750. Well, in the first round, he beat Misha Zilberman from Israel. Just 37 minutes there, and then what a big result, beating the former world champion and number 4 seed, the home favourite, Lo Ken Yu from Singapore, in 45 minutes. So he's been on court for just an hour and 22 minutes, as in comparison to the 2 hours and 14 minutes that Vitidsarn has been on court. So our umpire from Singapore, Chang Hui-Yun, and Jakob Sindberg from Denmark is our service judge. Policeman in civilian life, is that right, Steen?
That's correct. So don't mess with the service judge in this match. Yeah.
We'll all behave very well. Well, he was absolutely superb in yesterday's 2nd round match against Lo Ken Yu, was this young man from France. I have to say it is a 2nd quarterfinal at World Tour level, but his only previous quarterfinal was at the Swiss 300 event. So this is a big, big step up for Christo Popov.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Christo Popov, France. And on my left, Kunlavut Vitidsarn, Thailand. Christo Popov to serve. love all, play.
So men's singles quarterfinal, the left-handed Christo Popov from France against the current world number 3 and winner last week at the Thailand Super 500 event, Kunlavut Vitidsarn. That was a nervous looking backhand. Now, Steen, the reason I was mentioning the length of time that these two players had been on court is because Vitidsarn, of course, had a very tough week last week. So you build that into the equation for his 2 tough 3-game matches in the first 2 rounds here. Is that going to have an effect for today? Might it have an effect?
It might have. I don't think it will, because I mean, even though we have 3-game matches here that are quite long in minutes, then again the actual time on court with the windy conditions here is. But that was long.
Challenge unsuccessful.
It's actually not that much actual playing time. I don't have any stats for Vitidsarn's previous matches, but the longest match in the first round was
in men's singles.
In men's singles was Nat Nguyen against Eun Se-young from Malaysia. That match lasted 82 minutes, and there was 15 minutes of actual play. So, I think when they practice harder.
Yeah, those statistics are absolutely staggering.
Service over.
So if the players will practice harder than they need to play within a tournament, why do they waste so much time in between rallies? The million-dollar question.
Yeah, I think mentally you have to be as close to 100% for each rally as absolutely possible, and I think that's what takes a bit of time to load, so to speak. Good smash.
4-2.
Push is way long. It's got to think about the drift.
Service over. 3-5.
That would have gone wide.
It would have gone wide. Now that's a nervous-looking shot to me from Popov. The attempted net shot. That was loose too. Nailed it in. Of course, the pressures in a way for Popov are very different today, aren't they? Because he will have looked at the draw. He possibly would have fancied his chances against Sudirman. He would have felt that's a match that he could win.
Yeah.
He would have built himself up for playing against the former world champions, Lo Ken Yu.
Yeah, on home soil.
On home soil. And he probably wouldn't have looked beyond that so much. He probably wouldn't have been thinking at the start of the week about a quarter-final.
No.
So mentally, this isn't a match he's prepared for in the same way.
No, I think he's looked to that match against Lo Kin Yu.
Yeah. 4 straight points for Witidsarn. Going to the lead. Oh,
Oi.
that's sweet. That's a beauty.
7-5.
5 straight points. Look at this. Popov backpedaling towards the back of the court. That's delightful. Missed it.
I thought he started out a little bit to the slow side, Vitidsarn. I couldn't really figure out what it was. And I actually think he feels quite confident.
Well, at the moment, it's a very different Popov to the man we saw yesterday. Missed another. He's looking more and more anxious on court to me.
10-5.
This is 8 straight points. 2-5 adrift. 10-5 up.
Good lift.
Make that 9 straight points and an 11-5 advantage for Kunlavut Vitidsarn. Yeah, another nervous looking shot to me.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court
Father
1,
Thomas Popov,
20 seconds.
coach to both of his sons, of course Thomas Jr. Popov, the other brother. What would you say, Steen, to a player? I mean, to me, it looks as if Popov was just riddled with nerves, or perhaps just...
I think he's a little bit afraid of playing this side here, which
11-5.
normally goes down as the worst side in
Yeah.
men's single. He started out with 5-2, and then since that, Vitidsarn has sort of closed him down,
11.
played good net game, put in some deceptions and so on. I would be probably, as of now, a little bit reluctant to go too much for this first game here.
As far as Popov
Yeah.
is concerned, really?
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
That's just a gorgeous shot.
I was just thinking about it. You mentioned
Service over.
Popov Senior, and on the other coaching chair is Patapon Zrisuk, the coach of Ratchanok Gintanen as well. So you must know a thing or two if you can help produce players with such beautiful technical skills as Ratchanok Gintanen and Kunlavut Vitidsarn.
Yeah.
Long.
Yeah.
13-6.
The interesting thing is, going back to your question, Jill, is to try and figure out what would he need to do in a third game, Christo Popov. And in the opening of this match here, he was successful with a couple of his attacks from his backhand side down the line, good steep attacks. That's something to build on. If he can get his cross smash in from the backhand side as well, that could be dangerous So how do you get on the attack? Well, you've got to play some deceptions, get your opponent off balance. That's
like that
good.
flick serve.
That's really good if you can get them in and get them to stay in, then that's really nice. I think he's dangerous from that backhand corner, Christo Popov. The problem is that you've got to work like a maniac when you play right here, because you really can't play the back line too much, especially not from the backcourt. So your opponent knows that there's something aggressive that's coming. It's either a smash or a drop shot. It's a little bit easier to play the back line from the front court of Popov because it's not so far and easier to control. The clears are more difficult to control. They tend to get easier taken by the drift, but a good rally here.
Oh, that's overdone it. You see, I understand all of that, Steen, and you have got to work like a maniac from this near side of the court because of the drift. But if you've won the opening game and you then have the better end to play from, then psychologically you're on cloud 9.
Yeah.
So to me, there's only 4 points in it.
Yeah, now there's only 4 points in it, but I think good defense.
Missed it.
Yeah, and he's played a bit longer rally. He's been a little bit more patient actually. Christo Popov, that's very good.
14-9.
But I think from this near side here, you need to be a little bit ahead at the interval.
Sorry?
Well, as you said earlier, you are more likely to give up on a game.
Would you like to?
Yes, that's correct.
Than I am. Four straight points.
Stays in. The safest corner on the court is the backhand of Christo Popov, not because of the technical things that he's actually quite dangerous from there, but in terms of the drift.
Yeah.
The sideways drift takes it in, and the lengthways drift also makes the shuttle stay inside. So you should be very, very certain before you leave a shot to that corner.
Oh dear, that's a shocker.
15-10.
The thing is also, I've seen Christo Popov work really, really hard in one of the matches against Victor Axelsen, where he basically was riddled with cramps in the third game, and that's why I think he's too far behind. On the other hand, if you can score some easy points without playing long rallies and so on, then definitely take the chance.
Yeah, but that match against Victor Axelsen, when it was 3 thrilling games, that was at the Thomas Cup in Aarhus in 2021. We're 2 years on, and I think Popov, you know, he's 21. The boys develop into strong men over that period of time, and I think physically, oh dear, that's not terribly good. I think physically he looks a much better specimen now than he did 2 years ago. Much physically stronger in the legs, especially.
Yeah.
Oh, went over. Good shot.
Service over. 12-18.
Look at that. Magnificent. Great images.
line judge. Popov. 12-18.
Good flick. Yeah, same problem time and time again.
Service over. 19-12.
Game point opportunities.
20. Game point. 12. Service over. 13-20.
Opening game 21-13 in favour of last week's champion.
First game won by
Kunlavut Vitidsarn.
21-13.
Umpire confirms that scoreline 21-13. And I think, to be honest, the 9 straight points from 2-5 down to 11-5 up really was decisive in that opening game as far as Vitidsarn was concerned. Confirmation 21-13 in 16 minutes.
มีทั้งสมาธิมีทั้งการคุมเกมมีจังหวะการเล่นมันไม่ใช่มีแต่ความอยากหรือเราเขาเสียก็มีทั้งควบคุมเกมควบคุมการเล่นสปีดมาให้ทั้งนั้น
Нека мен е обратното. И просто стъпи по-бързо с кръка. Трябва, единственото, което трябва да направиш бързо е да тръгнеш напред да фанеш шано апарата. Разбрали? Единственото, което трябва да направиш. Отзад дали на жестиона ти е перфектен, нямаш проблем. И трябва да знаеш, че когато отзад закъсняло, правиш контрол бавен по правата, получаваш веднага диагонал. Опитай да стъпиш или го играй бързо, или го завърти по диагонала първи ти. Защото когато ти играеш диагонал, той играе правата и по-лесно тръгваш в играта. Иначе като играеш бавно по правата, директно ти играе диагонал на мрежите и тук закъсняваш апарата.
Той или прави финта и кой ми го бива?
И затова стъпи и го дари си по диагонал.
Ще го играя по-далече.
Но най-вече когато той е отзад закъснял, не дай да изпуска мрежата, защото той няма. Всичките му удари му лижат фирето бавно. Просто тръгни по-бързо напред. Трябва, когато играеш по правата на мрежата, получаваш диагонал, не се дърпи назад. Финта, отзад нямаш проблем.
20 seconds.
Well, some very animated coaching in the
Second
2-minute timeout there from
Level.
Popov's father.
Play.
There always is.
He's a very animated character, isn't he? Do you remember him as a player?
No.
I keep forgetting you're so much younger than me.
Yeah.
One love.
I remember him.
Popov. Shuttle.
Yeah. So much easier to use the back of the court from that far end. Pushing deep, getting it behind Vitidsarn. And again there. And there. And there.
Fault. Service over. 1-2.
Oh, that is good judgment, isn't it? As the shuttle holds up this near side, Vitidsarn judging that perfectly.
Switching his racket, Christo Popov. Oi. Yeah, it actually stays in. I thought it would go wide.
2.
Well, just to give you an indication of how much drift and wind there is in this arena here, I'm having to use a weight to hold down my notepad in front of me.
2.
And it's paper,
Yeah.
not a computer.
Yes. No, that really would be a gust of wind, wouldn't it?
We are without seat belts here in the commentary box still, but there is a lot of drift.
There's a lot of turbulence.
Service over. 3, 5.
Good shot. Excellent.
4, 5.
Great marking. Uses the sideways drift there, makes it arrive a little bit earlier on Vitidsarn's side of the court.
Did you see the body language after that
Yeah.
from Popov?
Yeah.
That's concerning, isn't it, if you're a French fan?
At least it's a sign to Vitidsarn that says, let's play the mid-court area flat.
That's a good shot.
Service over. 5, 6.
Oh. How many did he hit cross court? First of all, Vitidsarn, was it 3 before he then went straight down the line?
Service over.
Clever, clever play.
5.
Final smash straight down the forehand side of Popov. But I think there'd been 3 played cross court prior to that from the forehand of Vitidsarn.
Thank you, line judge.
Well, it's keeping the court open from a tie perspective.
Seven, 5.
Oh, that's the second time he's done that, isn't it?
And yeah,
Did that in the
that
first
shot,
game.
but he's winning the net over and over again. Kunlavut Vitidsarn, such great touch. Look, he's going backwards, Popov, and he's probably got to gamble a little bit more. Believe that Vitidsarn is playing back at him, and then if he plays away from the net, he's got to rely on the drift, or that he can get
8.
to it anyway.
Let's go wide.
9, 5.
Wow. My goodness me, he was back quickly for that, Vitidsarn.
10, 5.
Oops.
11-5.
To the mid-game interval with a 6-point advantage, as indeed he had in the opening game. Kunlavut Vitidsarn. This net shot from Popov. Totally missed time, and therefore the shuttle just popping up. Yeah, this time the tumble on the return. So he's looking comfortable at the moment, Kunlavut Vitidsarn.
1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, I think we're almost at the time of now or never as far as Christo Popov is concerned. He's playing the better end and he's not making inroads really at all.
Trying to push Vitidsarn to the back of the court here, but he's so quick at covering it. And, wow. He's playing well.
Yeah, it certainly is.
13-5.
I was saying that the man from Thailand, the first player this year to win 2 World Tour titles, obviously the one on home soil last week, Thailand Open 500, but also won in India, the first of the 6 Super 750 events, beating Victor Axelsen in the final.
Yeah, I feel that was a very significant win because he had been beaten thoroughly in all the previous encounters against Axelsen. And suddenly he found something.
Found the answers. It was his first win in their 7th meeting, and he'd never previously even won a game against Axelsen.
But yeah, I think maybe I called one of his first round match here, and it's just like Ratchanok and Chen Qingchen, the players that have won 3 World Junior Championships. They're extraordinary talents.
Yeah,
we have to expect that they get that out on court at some point in their career, and it seems like it's happening early for Vitidsarn as well.
Yeah, the first men's singles player to win 3 consecutive World Junior titles. But that was a marvellous run of points, 8 straight points, but finally comes to an end. Not a moment too soon as far as Popov is concerned. Bounced over and hit the net.
14. Quick power.
Well, the umpire inviting Popov to go and towel down, and Popov says, no, I want to get on with this. That's sending a very clear message to the umpire.
8-14.
Yeah, look at the frustration. Just when he was on a run, a couple of points. Yeah.
Good shot.
Yeah, good steepness.
Service over. 9-15.
Okay.
Standing his ground,
10,
able to
15.
take it early at the front of the court. Popov. Look where his base is. Oh.
All right,
Yeah, good
fantastic.
rally.
Good pressure by Christo Popov
11,
on the
15.
forehand side of Kunlavut Vitidsarn. I mentioned in the mixed doubles that it was a good idea to make friends with the wind, with the drift.
Yeah.
And one of the things that Popov could, no, not Popov, Vitidsarn could do to avoid that forehand pressure is to play cross long to the dangerous corner. That's normally very difficult because it's difficult to get the right length on it. But here you get the help of the drift, and it's the corner that is totally uncovered by the opponent.
Well left. Gosh, you could see that shuttle move.
17, 11.
It's a good smash.
Service over. 12, 17. I just got the court. Thank you, line judge. Popov. 12, 17.
Just seemed to snatch at that.
Yeah, I think he
Service over.
slipped.
18, 12. Thank you, line judge.
What a touch he has there.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? But he is human after all.
Service over.
Yeah.
Misses one at the net.
18.
It's great play. Some increase of pace there, the
Service
way I
over.
saw it from Vitidsarn.
19, 13.
Yeah, he was right to hit
Yeah.
it. Oh, that's a wild one.
Service over. 14, 19.
Oh, my goodness. That was a Lee-Si-ja
15.
backhand smash with full pirouette. Popov's been watching the Malaysian. Look at that.
He's making it look so easy.
Yeah, he was absolutely waiting for that, wasn't he?
Service over.
And with that point comes 5 match point opportunities for Kunlavut Vitidsarn.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure it's a tournament that Popov will remember for a long, long time. Well, it's not over yet, but it is a tall order to come back from this
Thank you, Lajut.
scoreline.
Vitidsarn. 20. Match point. 15.
5 match points. Good flick serve. Oh, perfect net shot again. Oh.
Service over. 16. 20.
That's fantastic attack there by Popov.
2 match points well saved.
17. 20.
This time, 3rd time of asking. And the number 7 seed, Kunlavut Vitidsarn of Thailand, repeats his victory over Christo Popov. His last victory was in the final of the World Junior Championships 4 years ago. Well, it's been a great tournament for Christo Popov. It's a tournament that will
Kunlavut Vitidsarn.
look back on with
21-13,
immense pride.
21-17.
But quite simply today, I thought that Vitidsarn's touch at the front of the court at the net play was pretty much the decisive factor. I also thought that there was signs towards the end of the match that this man, Vitidsarn, is feeling the accumulation of tiredness. But he's through to the semi-final with a 21-13, 21-17 victory over Christo Popov. And so Vitidsarn through to the semi-final. So after that men's singles and Kunlavut Vitidsarn through to the semi-final, we stay with men's singles and the last of the 4 men's singles quarterfinals. And it is the All England champion Li Shifeng of China up against the defending champion, a number